Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How you guys doing?
All's well. How are you guys?
I could say the same. Yeah.
Sorry,
all
or
is well.
anything? Change my
Good.
headset. Okay. Can you guys say something real quick?
Can you
Something
hear
real
us?
quick.
All right, well, it's not working. I'm not going to spend time figuring it out. So what's going on?
Oh man. My head's pushing blanks right now. I think I'm pushing 23 hours in, being awake. So an interesting problem. Up until hour 19, I felt productive, and then past that, I'm just trying to ground my brain right now. Just get it to form coherent thoughts, just so I can get more done while I'm awake. That's my
Yeah.
biggest problem
What's
right
been keeping you up? What you been working on?
So I'm working for this client. It's a charter yacht company. They wanted to work with me for a while. I think when I mentioned that I was fully booked with clients when everybody wanted to work with me. Uh, One insurance company, they stepped forward. They offered me $1,000 for my services without the operational costs, and another one offered me $4,000 per each client. That's the aviation category I mentioned. So for the insurance company I was supposed to be working with, they said it was long chain to in order to secure the budget from upper management. So I decided to wait. They said they promised it to me by the end of the week, but this was 2 weeks ago. They told me the same thing the next week after, and I honestly, alarm bells should have been ringing in my head, but I just decided to pour a little bit of my time onto the aviation academy client while I was just waiting for the money. Up until it's the end of the month, all my bills need to be paid. When the gongs finally started dinging in my head, okay, something's up. You got you got to do something fast. So now I don't deserve any sleep. That's why I'm up to this point. So this one company wanted to work with me back then. She thought I was fully booked. So now I'm gonna make a demo for her and go to her office tomorrow to pitch to her.
Okay.
Hopefully,
Nice.
hopefully I made sense.
Yeah, for the most part. So you have this one company, and which one is this company that you're doing the demo for?
It's the yacht charter company.
A charter company. Okay.
Yeah.
And the ultimate niche that you're trying to target is aviation, correct?
Right now that's on hold because I need to siphon some money from the other projects to dedicate that to the aviation project because they made it clear they're not going to shell out any money as of yet.
Hmm. Gotcha. Okay. So tell me a little bit about this demo.
Okay. So, I was watching one of your videos last night. It was a framework regarding the niche, the systems, what either to go as an AA agency or an SaaS startup. I was watching your framework, your pricing, the way you design it, and the way you input all the information into the AI that spits out like a master blueprint for me to read. So I've actually gone through the process the whole day since I was awake. Ever since I woke up, I watched that video. I religiously followed it until my brain started to go blank. So I built the CRM for them. This is gonna be a demo with dummy data. I added some AI capability like pulling information just by asking the AI and looking into the records for them. I also It's like go high level essentially, but I'm gonna be plugging in the APIs myself,
Mhm.
and also along with that demo, I plan on plugging in uh, a live chat demo where it can talk to because the way they receive their clients is through their socials. That'd be Facebook and Instagram. So I'm gonna build like a chat demo for them. I'm gonna plug into a CRM so they can manage and configure the bot from that CRM. They can manage their leads, they can manage their calendar, book schedules, see the conversions, the analytics, everything of that sort.
So is that everything that's going to be in the demo?
Yeah, except it's just the front end UI design and some AI
Mhm.
functional capability.
Yeah. Yeah, I would just make sure not to spend too much time on the demo.
Yep.
Because you're obviously doing it for free and it doesn't have to be expensive. So as long as it's just like a simple like taste of like what they're getting.
Yeah.
Just to see that it actually works. That's all they need. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how that comes out. So you're just trying to get some money from that to basically get started within the charter sector.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
what in particular is going to be the highest cost that like would block you from diving further into the charter?
So the demo is essentially just to get the funding, is to say, hey, I built this solution for you guys. I think it would really help you, your staff, save you guys a lot of time. It's got a filing system for all your new leads and all the contracts, all the agreements you decided to put. You can manage everything from a single dashboard. Plus, your sales process is going to be automated with this chatbot. So, do you want to work with me? Do you want to pay for this? Right?
Mhm.
I'm not going to say it that way, but that's essentially the premise of my pitch.
Yeah, I'm sure they understand that.
Yep.
If they want the full thing, they got to pay for it. But again, like what would prevent you from working further on everything regarding like the charter niche?
What? Sorry, I just want to make sure I understand the question. What's preventing me from working on the rest of the charter niche, like the whole industry as a whole?
Yeah,
Oh,
progressing within that.
so here's the thing. I'm blessed with an endless list of clients who want to work with me. It seems like everybody in my town is trying to break into the tech, and I'm their untapped gold mine. I'm their tech guy who can get them into that space. The thing is, I already found my niche. I already found my industry. It's the aviation. I want to gladly share this with you guys, but most high ticket or aviation academies out there, they're outdated. They're back in the stone ages. They don't utilize AI tools, and the CRM they tend to be using is pretty crud, for the lack of a better term. So this is a great space for you guys to make money, and that's what I thought. So that's why I want to share this with you guys.
Mhm. Interesting. Yeah, it'd be a good ones to mention to other people getting started. So where are you at with that? Because I mean that's going to be majority where you're going to be doing your work within the aviation. So obviously, like we want to get some more deals within that. So do you already have? It sounds like you already have some interest with a few aviation companies right now.
Just one. I think they're a great starting point for the next aviation academies I'm gonna get in contact with.
Mhm. Okay. Where's things at with that?
So right now, I'm actually mentioned they weren't really willing to shell out money. I was just gonna get my money through the commission. So I had a lovely talk with the CEO, the owner. It's funny. I'll tell you guys this. It's just because it's funny, and I doubt it's gonna go anywhere. But that business was built out of cocaine. It's funny it made it this far. So
Interesting.
yeah. So
Just
we had a lovely.
don't share the name of the company.
Sorry, what was that?
I said just don't share the name of the company.
I won't. I won't. So um, the guy was nice enough to shout money. I'm like, okay. I was gonna refer them to the marketing agency that you shared with us about 2 weeks ago. Stella Agency was it?
Mhm.
In combination with my CRM, just to speed up their backend operations, because they do everything by paper and by filing, and that's already inefficient in itself. I have no idea how many hours they're wasting in a week just doing that, just filing everything by hand. So what do you call that? I'm sorry, somebody gave me a phone call. I lost my train of thought. Where was I?
Yeah, so just like wondering like where are things currently at with that company? Any
Oh yeah.
movement on like getting started building? Because I mean, like it's amazing that I mean, most
Yeah.
projects at the beginning like should be free anyways. It's amazing that you're already getting commission. Would be getting commission.
Yeah. So sorry, what I was saying was the guy was nice enough to shell out money. The problem is they're going through an audit. So and the thing is, 9 out of 10 planes are not airworthy. They're flying anyway because they got to make money somehow. So he can't really afford to shell out money at the moment because management from
fine.
top. Sorry, what was that?
So that's fine.
Yeah. So the whole management's going through audit, so he can't really deal with me at the moment. So as soon as everything is sorted out after their audit, then they're good to go. He's actually willing to spare some money out of his own pocket.
Okay. In the meantime, I would definitely be reaching out to other aviation companies because it's definitely possible that that company falls through. Can't always like be just reliant on like one company to like further your progress. So I would definitely be looking into like other similar companies to them.
Oh yeah.
You know, smaller aviation companies to get started working with, because I mean, like what you're looking for to get to the next stage is just like some sort of results, like just like the ability to say like I've worked with this company and deliver them this and they saw this improvement. That's what we're looking for. So like you can reach out to other ones and you know, actually start closing deals like worth ideally thousands of dollars.
Yeah, that's the goal. The thing is, I want to build a CRM for them, and I want to see them use it. I want to get their testimonials. I'm gonna use them as like testimonials for my next project, for my next clients. What I meant to say.
So the result from the CRM is going to be what?
So it's gonna be how much time they saved, how convenient it is, how intuitive it is, the features like the fact that you can speed up operations, keep track
What
of
would be the
assignments.
main what would be the
Oh,
main
sorry.
service that you'd be offering other aviation companies?
Mainly, it's the chatbot and the phone service bot because
I would try to
no,
start with that with them. Um, just because like that always increases bottom line and drives the most leverage. And if you're going to be selling it to other companies, like you want to start with that because that's going to speed up the process. You
yeah,
know, like if you can get results within that faster, um, then obviously you'll be able to reach out to other aviation companies and say like, hey, I did this for them, got them X results even faster. So I would
yeah,
definitely prioritize that instead of the CRM because like our team pretty much always starts with like, it's usually like sales. Sales is usually like what drives the most leverage, or maybe it's like an onboarding workflow, but generally
right.
we do like sales and then work to like operational stuff like later on.
Yeah, that's actually the plan. I wanted to do this right away, right now, um, and then integrate the rest of the solutions later. Because I think you saw the picture I sent you. I was in a room with like 20 people. The
Yeah, I
chief,
saw that.
yeah, chief technology officer, the guy managing the maintenance team, the guy managing the administrative work, the guy managing the international documents, right, onboarding and stuff and whatnot. So this is what they all proposed. This is what they all came to an agreement to. That I don't need to implement any of this yet. What they do want from me is the back end operations because right now they're not actually interested in onboarding any more students. What they told me frankly was they actually had too many. They had too many because they made a deal with the Papua New Guinea government so that
Or are they
they would.
not? Are they not in your country?
Sorry.
Are they not based in your country?
No, actually they're my neighbors, so I come visit them whenever I want. The thing is, yeah, they made a deal with a separate entity.
Okay.
So yeah, they sent their kids over to our school over here. So they're having a hard time asking us dealing with them and the documents and just getting them on the plane. So that's why they're not really interested in any sales bots right now. They're actually more interested in the CRM.
It's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, like for that reason, like I still think you should be reaching out to other like similar aviation companies then in that case. Just so like you can be implementing that sales agent within those companies.
Oh yeah, you're absolutely right. I'm all over the place. I'm talking to a bunch of people. Um, but now I made now everything is set in stone because I got to talk to this yacht charter owner. It's a lady. I got to go talk to this lady. I got to siphon some money. I'm sure the project's just gonna take a few weeks to complete before I move on back into the aviation academy, and then everything's gonna be like fine from there on because I'm gonna have enough money to invest into building the CRM, the chatbot, and probably packing all this into a neat SaaS subscription. Hopefully, that made sense.
Yeah. So trying to like productize like the CRM.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, I wouldn't want to disorganize the meeting, but if Felton's got something to say, because I've been yapping over my head for the past 17 minutes. So
No worries. I mean, that's what these meetings are for. Just to hear what's going on and helping in any ways I can. So, Felton, what's going on?
I was going, well, I'm alive. I've been doing a lot of refining for the last week with Ether, especially with Alfred as well. Much thanks to Alfred. Grateful to him. He's been a great help. But the main thing is yesterday, I was supposed to start sending out my, also to let you know, I switched over from 150 DMs. I got my WhatsApp account banned. Literally, they suspended my account. I got it back over the weekend after I submitted an appeal. So I'm pretty skeptical by doing such high volume again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
what
with
I
that
decided
mode,
to do,
be careful, especially if it's like cold and I mean it's not really allowed anyways to be like pretty much soliciting.
yeah, just about. I basically got off with a warning. So I'm extremely grateful I got my account back. But what I decided to go with after consideration with Alfred is like an extremely personalized opening video. So I start the video off on their Instagram page, call out a problem, uh, the general pain point that happens with event planners. If multiple people reach out, you don't get a chance to actually respond to them. And then I bridge that gap of their pain with my solution, which would be the chatbot that I offer, and then send the video out. I expect to get a higher response rate, but yesterday there was a bit of a situation at home, so I didn't get a chance to send any videos out.
Mhm.
But there is a company that reached out to last week, and they basically said, "Hey, I'm traveling right now, but I'll get back to you on Wednesday." This was Wednesday, which was yesterday, and they didn't get back to me. So I'm planning on sending a follow-up today. They're a local company, so hopefully I can meet them in person and be able to
Right.
discuss it. The main question I had with that was, how would I be able to turn something like that into a paying client when I don't have a case study yet?
Honestly, just faking it till you make it. So I mean like you could say like you've worked with other companies. Um I wouldn't like spend too much time talking about it though. Or like you could take the approach and I mean there's two options to it where you take the approach and just saying like, hey, I haven't like worked with anyone or built out like this particular solution for anyone in this industry, but you know, like I'm confident in like what I've built and I'd be willing, if you guys are willing, would like to pilot it for you guys and I'll do it for completely free. And I mean, you were going to do it for free anyways, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So I mean, like in that case, just like say, or you don't even have to mention anything. Just say like you're willing to do it for free in return for a testimonial or like a case
yeah.
study.
I got you. I got you.
But yeah, that was kind of the plan all along to run with personalized videos anyways. going with that like kind of like Trojan horse type of method where like you just ask them like if you could send a video, if and then once they do send yes, then you just send over like that video going over like, hey, you have this pain point. Here's what I built out to directly solve for that. Or it's like super
With
personal,
the,
their name, website, that sort of thing.
with the Trojan horse method, what I was doing to get my foot in the door to basically say, hey, can I send a 2-minute VSL? I was sending out an intro message. The intro message was getting completely ignored. If people seen it, they didn't respond. And worst case scenario, went straight to the requests on
Mhm.
Instagram. A lot of people on Instagram, they don't allow you to send a video straight up. So the thing is, you have to send a link. And I was using Loom. So I sent the Loom link.
Were you recording natively inside of Instagram?
Pardon?
Were you recording it natively inside of Instagram or were you just like uploading from camera roll?
I'm uploading from Loom. So I recorded the video on my laptop. I downloaded it and then I uploaded it to the chat. And even so, a lot of people for business chats, they disable the uploading of media into the
Yeah.
chats.
Yeah, the issue with that is like as well, again, like I haven't used it for Instagram myself, but the issue with that is like there's so much friction to like clicking on the video, they have to go to like another link. Whereas like if it's just a video like recorded natively inside of the platform, like it'll just show up there. They could press on it like within there. So like on LinkedIn, like I record in the app and that's like what I have what I would have my setters do is like actually go into LinkedIn and there's like a recording feature within there to like record and send your VSL like that or your intro message like that. And then the VSL was like evergreen where it would go to like a Loom video or something. But yeah, it's interesting. I mean, that could be why like the intro message was just performing so badly, but you know, I mean, if this method is working for you right now, then continue working with it. Okay. So how many what's the status with all those messages and the videos that you've been sending on Instagram?
The video, the extremely personalized one that I was starting to do, I haven't sent out any. Well, I haven't sent out much. I sent out one. I haven't gotten a response yet. The major issue I think that I have now is, like I said, most of the messages are going to requests and it's not even showing up inside of the inbox for people to open it
Yeah,
and actually look at it.
I hardly ever check my message requests because I have hundreds of either it's like editors or people trying to pitch me on like
Yeah.
services. But the ones that I often do respond to, it's usually, hey, can I send a quick message or quick video? And then I'll say yes. And then, you know, usually like I'll end up getting around to the video if they follow up a couple times. So yeah, I mean, that approach, you can definitely see some numbers with that as long as, I mean, volume negates luck. So if you're sending out mass numbers, you will get some conversions. I guarantee that.
So the main thing they did when they reached out to you is literally, hey, can I send you a video? And you say, sure.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much like the approach of like what I'm recommending. Instead, like with Instagram, if you can't record natively, then yeah, just send like a permission message saying like, hey, can I send over a quick video? And sometimes like it'll be a personalized line like, hey, love the page, or hey, like love your content, stuff like that. Can I send over a quick video? Something like that. And obviously, like you're still going to be testing out like different variations, like maybe including a longer intro message, like where it's even more personalized or whatever. But if you're going to be doing volume, which I highly recommend, you know, you don't have to make it that personalized. Maybe just like first name or like whatever you're able to do in a short amount of time. And just asking to send over the video. And then the ones that do respond, that's where you can spend more time on and record that like personalized video or send like an evergreen VSL video.
Got you.
But
Let me make sure I get the theory right. So the main part to the people that don't accept media into their chats, send the permission intro asking if I can go ahead and send the video. So those people that have media allowed in the chats, go ahead and send the straight personalized video once time.
Yeah.
Got it. I got it.
Yeah. And I mean, you're not going to be able to record that like natively in the app because like that VSL video, like you're going to be wanting to maybe showing like like for me, like I would show previous case studies of like companies that we worked with before and then show like a brief snippet of how the system works. So like for that, you have to be on a computer. But like on like we did this the most with LinkedIn. So like for LinkedIn, we would send that permission video like as soon as they accept our invite, send the permission video. If they give a thumbs up, then we send over like the VSL video and then we just follow up a lot. But yeah, for like if it's Instagram in that case, just have it be text instead for the
I
permission.
sent a link in the chat to a video that I did. Let me know what you think. And also keep in mind, I don't have the case study. So what do you think I can perhaps put in the downtime to alleviate that part of the trust issue?
Because it's so personalized, like it may not matter. I think it will. I would just be a little quicker with your pitch. So in the beginning, you spend a lot of time like talking about like you spend about like 12 seconds talking about like the wedding photos. So I would just spend like a few seconds, just be like, hey, like my name's Fountain. I really loved your photos and so and so. Like spend like 3 seconds, 4 seconds talking about that. Get like you want to get to the pitch and like the pain points like pretty quickly because I mean like they're probably just not gonna spend a lot of time like watching the video if it's taking too long and if it's just slow. Also, another thing is like I mentioned this in the past, but definitely be like you want to come off like a little bit more, putting like more emphasis on everything and just coming off like more confident. So smiling a little bit, like people love seeing people smile. So definitely would smile at the beginning of the video. Just look like somebody that they'd like to work with. Um, Beyond that, yeah, I mean like the ending seems fine. Um,
The only thing with that ending, I forgot to add the CTA, which is basically let me know if that's something you'd be interested in.
yeah, definitely put like a lot of emphasis on that as well. So being like, if this is something you'd be interested in, then just, put a thumbs up on this video, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think you could be coming off more confident and like personable.
So smile, try and smile more.
Yeah, smile more and just like really just being expressive.
I know I had that problem before.
Yeah, it takes like a little bit to be like confident in front of the camera, but I mean it's just like talking to somebody. It's a learned skill, just like anything. But obviously like if you're sending a lot every day, you get better at it very quickly. Yeah, so I would continue to send those and see like how they're resonating with everybody. So is it just Instagram and you're going to be starting back up WhatsApp again?
I highly doubt I'll start up WhatsApp again. What I also was trying to experiment with the videos was cold calling. So some people on their Instagram page, they have a contact and the contact is their phone number. So what I was thinking about doing is going ahead and calling them because people respect an actual voice more than they would a message.
Mhm.
So, for
Yeah, I mean, if
example,
it's the
if they
actual
don't
numbers, then
have
100% would be calling them. I'm not exactly sure if it is going to be like the personal numbers or if it's just like a front
a
desk.
business number, yeah. If it is a front desk, would you recommend asking to speak to a manager or?
Yeah, so I mean, like that's a whole nother realm. I created a master class on how to bypass gatekeepers. Let me see if I can find the document. But
That's a perfect name. They're literally gatekeepers to some degree.
mhm. Yeah, I mean that's what they are. Um,
It's funny. When I was selling debt consolidation, this was the premise of my sales teaching: is how to get past the gatekeepers and save the business owners from their debt, from all their MCAs.
mhm. Yeah, it's definitely possible, but it just doesn't convert as well as like talking to like the actual business owners, as you can imagine. But I just put a link into the chat of like some things that's worked well for my team in the past.
Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Have them look at it.
But yeah, I mean, it's kind of something like we just kind of stopped doing with healthcare, but I know that it works because I know other people who are doing very well from just having a cold calling team target like our particular niche, and they're mostly gatekeepers. Um, yeah, so right now, your main channel is just going to be Instagram.
For now, is like I said, Instagram. It's been pretty iffy because the request thing that is 100% going to be my biggest hurdle. Because even if you deal with requests being an issue now, I imagine those people who have hundreds of thousands of followers definitely don't check requests. So I need a way
Yeah,
to actually
yeah, and like
boost
volume
that.
negates luck. So I mean, like I've definitely checked my message requests before. So I mean, there's always a chance of like people checking them. Just like it's
Yeah.
pretty small, but you know, every time I open up Instagram, I kind of just like I'll click on like message requests, maybe go to like the top, see what's going on in there. So I mean, like you will get conversions from that if you're sending out, if you're actually doing volume. Again, like volume negates luck. If you're sending out 1,000, you'll probably get a few people that will actually convert. And that's the thing, like you can use, there's plenty of different software tools out there that let you send 10,000 Instagram messages. So you could send 10,000 DM saying like, hey, I'm sure you can include the first name within that.
Is there any you recommend?
No, I don't have any. I've never had a niche that resides on Instagram. So our team's like never focused on it, but I'm sure you could find some within 5 minutes of research. Yeah, so look into some of those and see if you could find any. You could just spam sending out those first messages, like saying like, hey, name, love the content. Mind if I send over a quick video about how we can scale your company or get you to this monthly revenue, whatever, something like that. And then if they do reply, that's where like you actually focus your efforts and are sending them that VSL or that personalized video.
That makes a lot more sense than sending 150 hand DMs to people asking if I can send a video over.
Mhm.
So I'll do some research for tools like that.
Yeah, something else to consider is, I mean, like the other like good channel is going to be email, cold email.
Right. Interesting.
It's a little bit more
So
expensive.
cold email. Sorry.
It's a little bit more expensive with cold email, but it does work.
How much is it per like 1,000 leads?
1,000 leads, I don't know, maybe a few dollars, if that.
Okay. What's the conversion with leads with the Trojan horse method? Or what would even be
We
the
don't
method
use Trojan
for
horse.
emails?
Trojan horse is just for social media. Um, for cold email, yeah, I mean, like conversions are just gonna depend on quality of the leads. I mean, there's so many factors when it comes to, you know, tracking the metrics of your conversions with cold email. I guess with any sort of outreach. And it depends like what you're doing. So if you're doing like Loom videos in your email, then like you could be tracking like 5 different metrics, like open rates to completion rate of Loom video, and then like view to what's it called, to like positive reply rate, and then positive reply rates to like booked call. Like there's so many different things you could be tracking. But with like cold email, like overall, like yeah, it just depends on like the quality of the leads. It depends on your messaging, and also like the deliverability. Like, is it going to spam? What's your deliverability rate? But
Okay.
yeah,
probably
I
stick
mean,
with
like
the
it could be
straight
like
messages.
$150 a month, but also it's going to depend like how much you're like. I pay my email service right now. I've been paying them. It's like $140 per month, but I have 60 email accounts and I can send out, I forget how many emails a month, but it's an absurd amount.
I'll probably have to stick with how much is it for maybe 1,000 leads on one of those social media channels
You're asking how many, you're asking like to scrape 1,000 leads on social media
and send messages out.
and message them. I don't know about messaging them, but I mean, scraping leads, like it's cheap. If you're using Apollo and Apify, it's pennies on the dollar.
All right.
Yeah, so like Apollo and Apify, like you can scrape thousands of emails for very cheap. For social media, yeah, like I'm not exactly sure. Like I know when it comes to like LinkedIn and all that stuff, and like finding like very qualified leads from like LinkedIn, it's pretty expensive. But you know, like if as long as you have like a good process and you're close maybe like 1 deal, 2 deals a month, then you're going to have a return on investment. But
Got it.
yeah, so you can just continue to stick with social media for now. Have that be like the main channel that you're focusing on. I mean, if that's where your niche resides, then it's the best bet. But yeah, I mean, just remember that like, volume negates luck. So at a matter of time, like you will get conversions from it.
100%.
Especially if you're
Just
sending,
about,
especially if
pardon?
you're sending personalized videos. I mean, at this stage, like that's really what works. The only method that works, I think. But again, like that's not my main channel.
Got you.
Um,
That's just about going to be it for me. I don't have any more questions, unless if Alfred has anything else, if I think of anything else, I'll shoot it to you.
if you'd like, we can go through some of my message requests.
Hey Shelton, you better take that chance. You're a lot closer. I'm a lot closer to my first buck than you are.
I have watched YouTube
Like
about
a regular question. Like most people, they ask me like questions like they're like baiting me to answer. So they're asking like things that are obvious answers. So I'll be like, yes, and they'll be like, and then that's when they'll do their pitch. This guy, he just had a long message.
So long messages instantly get ignored.
It depends. Like, yo, Nick, notice your vids are solid, but thumbnails aren't exactly pulling max clicks, even a 1% pump. So and so. Want me to send you a 2-minute Loom? Like, this is pretty solid. This is a great example of what you should be doing.
Yeah.
Like here's another example of what works well. Like, do you sell this program? So and so. Or sell anything at all. Another example. If you're expecting a pitch, then don't. Hey, Nick, so yesterday as I was going through your sales page, I noticed some pitfalls that might be holding back a portion of your audience from enrolling in your AI automation program. This is clearly templated. Like he's definitely using a software because, well, for one, he says my name. That you can't really tell through that, but it says AI automation in all capitals. So like he's he's probably having like ChatGPT like write up like a summary or like a quick few words just of like what I offer, and then inserts it into his software. So there's, yeah, you could definitely use his software yourself. And then he ended up sending the video anyways. But yeah, usually like the approach is like you ask them for permission. Like you can bait them a little bit saying like, let's see if we could find a good example. Yeah, I mean, just like, do you sell, just like asking like obvious things. Curious, are you doing anything with your unqualified leads right now?
Have you ever even gotten success from anyone reaching out via DM?
mm, Are you asking if I've like hired anybody?
Have they gotten you success, or
I've never hired,
or
I've
you
never
never worked
hired
with anyone
anybody
like that
from
from
from like
DMs?
Instagram DMs. Like I've never, I don't really give them the time of day too often. And like I just don't need the need, or I don't have the need for it. So I've never like accepted any of their offers. I have hopped on a call with somebody from Instagram. Let's see if we could find it. What was his name? It was an interesting name. Can't remember exactly. I'd like to pull it up though. I'm not gonna be able to find it. It was like 30 days ago, and I have thousands of DMs just from a few days ago.
That's wild.
Um, It's really bothering me that I can't think of his name. If I find it, I'll try to send you a picture of like what his DM looked like. But yeah. So did you guys have any other questions? Felton or Alfred, if you guys wanted to go through anything else, I mean, we have 20 minutes.
Well, maybe we can go through some technical details of what the chat demo is going to look like, because I already have the UI and CRM fleshed out. Actually, if you want to take a look at it here for a second?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, give me a second here. Oh yeah, I've sent you the link, Nick, for Leap.ai. Just wondering if I can get your thoughts on it.
For Leap?
Yeah, because
What?
I see you're using Lovable in your videos, and I saw like a full stack engineer who's been in the industry for a couple of years recommend the site, and I took a look at it, and when I was working with Lovable, the biggest problem I had was using a separate backend service aside from Supabase, because I know for a fact that if Supabase gets published, it can be expensive if a few million users decide to use your platform. I think it's a pay-as-you-go service, or there might be.
It is pretty expensive, but I mean, like if you're making that money from, if you have a few million users, you know, you're not going to be worrying about this super big cost. You probably have investors.
Because I saw a case study. I think this girl, she made a free app. She decided to host in Supabase. She didn't think it cost that much, and then all of a sudden the bill turned up, and I think she's got to sell her she got to sell her house. Hold on.
Interesting.
Okay. I'm
Actually,
about to post it now.
Is that real?
Hold on. I think I have the link in my history somewhere. I'm more than happy to share it with you guys.
That's crazy.
That's what I thought. All right, I pasted it here in the link. It's the language is fairly interesting. So a little bit of context in the Filipino culture. We don't have our own culture. Uh, we got we got raided by the Muslims, the Spaniards, the Americans, now the Chinese. Slowly and slowly, our own language is phasing out. We used to have our own language. Now it's all Latin, and our
This is
culture
beautiful,
is.
bro.
Sorry, what was that?
This is beautiful.
Yeah, I didn't do it. I didn't do a single legwork. All of these came from Nick's prompts from this AI. So you can thank him for that.
Because I got Nick's prompt from when he did the VO agent. I made one similar to this, but this one came out immaculate.
Yeah, this
Oh
looks
yeah,
great.
yeah. It's all from Leap and your prompts, Nick. So all I did was just give it the functionalities, what tone, what color tone, what to use, and everything. Right? It's got to have a calendar. You can configure your AI from the dashboard. You can talk to your people from the dashboard. You can send agreements, invoices, contracts from the dashboard, and you can see the full sales cycle from top to bottom. That's all I put um, into the prompt.
Mhm.
But yeah, so what I'm trying to do here now is I'm trying to integrate the AI chatbot into that. I'll figure it out, but I'm wondering if I can get your input on this so I can speed up the process.
The AI chatbot, it looks like you already have it.
Actually, hold on. So I'm
Yeah,
referring to
I said,
like the one handling inbound leads from like Facebook, Instagram, or somewhere in between. So actually, hold on. I already have a template here. It's pretty rough. It's from one of Nate's builds and a combination of yours.
Mhm.
Hold on. Just give me a second. I think it's much easier if I just share my screen.
Yeah.
So as you can see, it's obviously a Frankenstein of Nate's build, your build, and what I decided to add on to it. Hold on.
So your goal is just trying to response to so this is Telegram, it looks like.
Yeah. Hold on. This is Telegram. It has some of the OCR features that you designed, and it's got part of the AI assistance at the bottom. Your retrieve order agent and your retrieve ticket agent, plus the rag that you designed. I decided to hack them together. Right now, I'm going through the process of thinking what the scoring matrix, what the qualification criteria will be, location, budget, how many people are they getting married, what's the occasion, when do they want to do it. I'm still trying to put that into a list to feed into AI.
Mhm.
But so far this is not functional yet. Okay, my words, what am I trying to say? Prompts, right? I'm sure you made lots of prompts before for a variety of industries, like real estate, health clinics, and there's just possibly hundreds of niches of their own. So when it comes to scoring matrices and the qualification criteria, what do you usually do to handle that?
For what again?
So when every time a lead goes through the door, we got to figure out right away. Does he have the money? Is he
Mhm.
actually interested? For your case, like say the cosmetic industry.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, this person's asking about boob job. Does she
Well,
have any? Does she have any defects? Is she suffering from any illnesses? Does she have any allergies to some medication, right? Something like that. Does she actually have the money? Did she already book like a consultation previously? Somewhere in between. I'm not really sure what criteria you guys use, but um, yeah, I'm just looking to get some assistance for that when it comes to the prompt for this agent.
yeah, for like the qualification and stuff like that, like the questions it needs to be asking.
You're right. And I'm wondering, for the demo, should I let DA handle the full sales process, or qualify the lead and then give it like an indicator that a human will get in touch with them?
Um, I mean, it depends, like whatever's gonna be most like what's gonna resonate with them the most.
Okay.
Like what's gonna be like the most impressive, maybe. I mean, if you can handle like a sales process as well, depending like what that may look like, then you can include that as well. But it doesn't really matter, like whatever you think is gonna be best. That's completely up to you. But in terms of the prompt, so I mean, our prompts are pretty extensive, and like they really just. I mean, I can share an example of one.
Thank you. That's what I thought too. There's more to it than just saying make sure he has money before before you send the payment. What's it called? I guess Stripe links or whatever it's called. Before
second.
forwarding the payment processor. That's what I was trying to say.
Let me throw it into GPT real quick and just remove any DII and any specific addresses.
Thank you. That's how I found your phone number, by the way, through one of the builds.
Yeah, it's definitely scattered in some of my YouTube videos. It's all right. I get spam callers anyways from whatever people in India.
Is that prominent over there in America? I mean, I know people hate.
Yeah,
I see.
probably like usually like 4 spam calls a week.
Wow. Really?
That's like the average person, yeah.
And that's the average for. You know, I'd be surprised if I get a call if I get a call this week. I mean, last week I was pretty booked, but
I mean, yeah, they target like Americans generally because like generally like they have some sort of money and like can't fall for whatever scams. It's taking long to generate, but
yeah, don't worry about it. I think my mind's messing with me. I'm not too sure. I'm losing my vision. Are you cosplaying by any chance, Nick?
what does that mean?
Like, are you putting on like a Naruto costume?
For what?
No, it's just a color scheme. So I'm wondering if I see like the Pokemon logo on. Is it a Pokemon logo? I'm not too sure.
Where?
On your shirt.
No, that's the
Oh,
school. That's the school I
okay.
went to.
Okay. Like the way the camera's angled,
Pokemon
looks
as
like
well, bro.
it looks like a
Yeah.
Pokemon
It looks like
logo.
Pokemon.
Is
Yeah.
it? I was playing. That's interesting. Okay. Let me. I guess I could just share my screen.
Sure.
So in here, it's a pretty long prompt, but like it's very particular. It's to like our agent. So we have the goal up here. We have the return format. We have warnings, and those are like the only big sections. So this is for just like the chatbot. So responding to Instagram messages, WhatsApp,
That's for this
website
tool.
chats, and Facebook messages. So we say
Okay.
like, you're an AI assistant, blah, blah, blah. Well, here's what I need you to do. Feel free to, I'll upload this meeting recording tomorrow.
Thank you.
So you'll be able to review it as well.
I got a question with that because that's the prompt where there's extremely similar to what I've done with my Telegram agent. The main problem I have with that is actually storing the information once someone gives it to the bot. So how do you store yours?
How do we store the information?
Yeah.
I will show you. Let me just share my entire window. Go to this one. Pretty simple, actually.
Oh,
So
wow.
here's where the message is coming in through this webhook. We're just determining like if they're already in Supabase or not. And then
You
here's
use
where
Superbase to save the information.
what?
You use Superbase to save the information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like the database where we store everything for at least this client. We've switched to AWS recently, but that's so we can be HIPAA compliant. Okay, so
I got a question after you're done over with Felton.
yeah, let me go through this really quick. So right here, like it'll just create the response through the prompt that I was just showing you. This is actually, it might be a little bit different of a prompt than what I'm showing in ChatGPT. But anyways, it creates the response and then it just stores it in Supabase. So it creates the conversation, stores it in the chat. I break this down in some of my YouTube videos in the past. So feel free to dive into those, and if needed, like we can dive into it even further once you watch those videos. But I wouldn't focus on that too much right now. Sales and marketing is always the number one thing.
Yeah,
But
I just wanted to make sure that there was an option when the time comes, because
yeah, there is.
best case scenario is I get the message back from this person that I'm reaching out to, and they said, sure, we can schedule a meeting. And when I go show them the demo in person, I just want them to know that, there's a process for saving
Yeah.
information.
Yeah, I mean, like you could do something way simpler than this. So instead of like Supabase, I could just add store into Airtable. Oops. Can't even see my keyboard. Airtable or store in Google Sheets, whatever. It'll be a
Okay.
lot simpler. Yeah, so I break down like what it's supposed to do. Welcome, like here's everything that it's going to be capable of, right? And then I say, here's what you have access to. So here are the tools that I have set up for you. And then here's how you should be like responding and stuff. For the first valid user message, if they respond with this, then respond with that. It's pretty conditional. So what I mean by that is start with this, and then if they say this, say that. If the user asks for available times on a certain date, use this tool. If the user asks for available dates without mentioning a certain date or is unsure when to book and says what are the available dates for this month, then use this. Make sure each user has specified which appointment / procedure they're interested in. And the nice thing with chat is, I closed it out. The nice thing with like this, because you don't have to worry about latency so much, whereas with voice agents, like you do. So you can use like the best models. So it'll like actually be able to comprehend all of this. Whereas like with voice agents, you might have to use like 4.1, 4.1 nano or mini or something like that. But with something like this, like you can use models better than OpenAI. Like you can use, I don't know, freaking Gemma,
Anthropic.
Anthropic, like whatever's best for your particular use case. GPT-5 might be like the best of the two compared to like Claude 4. But yeah, like you get the point. So from here, we're just being very specific. So like for pricing questions, let's see if you could find qualification. We don't really qualify the patient too much. Like we just ask for their information and that's pretty much it. Like we don't ask a lot of preceding questions. But like if we did, it's pretty simple. Like you just kind of incorporate it, just how I'm doing here. So here are things that you need to be asking at the beginning. Like that's some things that you can be including within your prompt. And like it's just going to come down to testing. So like you have to test it off for yourself and like see like how the system is acknowledging it, making sure that it's responding. You know, if you run like the same question 10 times, is it going to respond exactly how you need it to 10 times in a row? So kind of like stress testing it a little bit and just making sure like it just all comes down to testing, like battle testing, whatever your prompt is, just to make sure that it works. A lot of the times for us, looks like some of the numbers didn't get removed. That's okay. I forget where I was finishing that with, but
I got you. I got the main idea.
yeah, so that's that. Yeah, at the end of the day, number one focus is going to be like sales and marketing.
All right, and I'm assuming everybody's about to wrap up. So there's one thing I want to get off my chest while everybody's still here. So Nick, I also want to thank you for extending my subscription. You know, every time I invest $50 into any course at all, I tell myself, you're not expecting anything out of this. But for the first time, you know, I got more than my money's worth. When I gave you that $50, I was just planning to reverse engineer templates, go through a couple of your courses, see what insights you can give into the technical aspects of things. But you've gone above and beyond, and I just want to make this clear for everybody out here who could potentially be listening to this recording. So Nick, I just want everybody to know that, and I just want to thank you again.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
really happy
Much
to
thanks,
share.
Nick.
Yeah, happy to share. But yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get more people to participate like you guys, because when most people join, like they do just like reverse engineer like the solutions and that's it. They're not like joining the office hours, and obviously like I can't help them in that way. Whereas like if they just like reach out to me like over DMs, like I like, you know, I'm trying to make this a private community where like everybody's succeeding, and you know, I want to have this be a community of like hundreds of people who are fucking balling. So that's what I'm aiming for. So I'm trying to get more people engaged. So we're starting like a hackathon right now. I'm just gauging interest from the community, trying to make sure like we would have at least like 15, 20 people to start with, something like that. So it's like an actual competition. And yeah, so I'm like working on a lot of things to make sure like more people that are joining are qualified. So yeah, I got some interesting things coming. But yeah, if you guys of course like have any feedback or like critiques, suggestions on like things that would inspire more people to participate, I'm all ears. But in any case, yeah,
I do think I have one. I'm not
yeah,
sure if you've already kind of been doing it, but I think people just don't join the sessions because they don't know of the benefit that we get while we're here. Like when we're here, we literally get to pick your brain and you give us insights basically on exactly what we're dealing with. For an hour, we literally get to sit down with the master chef and he teaches us how to cook the best meal. People
Mhm.
just don't know that you're literally inside of these calls cooking with us. I think, well, perhaps it could fall on us as well to give a breakdown on what happened during the call to motivate other people, but perhaps more posts on what happens inside of the call instead of we had a great call, guys. Join next week.
Yeah, yeah. I could definitely start like sending out like emails to everybody, like covering like what you're actually getting from these calls. Um, I kind of did it last week, but it didn't like, it came out weird. So yeah, I'll definitely do that. And what I'm doing now is I have like a better onboarding process where I make everybody fill out a form, and then I'll reach out to them personally. Um, you know, try to get them to join and everything. But yeah, trying to work with like what Teachly has available right now. Again, like it's one of my buddy's platforms, so like it's still early stage and stuff. Whereas if it was like on school, there's a lot of advantages, and
Yeah.
it definitely promotes like
I
activity.
was gonna ask you why you were on school, but you said it's your buddy's platform, so gotta
Yeah,
respect open the buddy out.
yeah, they're doing very well, and like I know like within a year, or I mean like even a few months from now, like the platform's gonna be even better. But yeah, so just sticking with them, staying loyal with them. Um, but yeah, of course, guys, shoot me any DMs of like any issues you guys have throughout the weeks, or like just give me updates on where things are at. And yeah, take it from there.
Okay.
Really
One last
appreciate it.
thing while Nick is still here. So you were going through the templates earlier for the prompts for I forgot which clinic it was, but do you do this for every client? Do you always funnel all the information, all the tools, what you plan on using, along with the lines that you plan on testing onto the Chat GPT? Or you did mention line fuse the other week. I vaguely remember.
Yeah. For testing, honestly, my partner is going to be a better person to like ask about that because he handles like all the technical fulfillment out nowadays. So I'm not sure like what he does for like mass testing. I know for like the voice agents, he just uses Vappy's internal feature now because they now have a feature to like mass test and like stress test your stuff. So you don't even have to use LangFuse now. But yeah, when it comes to just like testing out responses for like your simple like text prompts or questions, stuff like that, you could just use ChatGPT. I'm sure there like might be other tools out there to test even quicker. But yeah, I would have to ask my partner.
Yeah, the relationship is just like my business partner. He does the sales, I do the technical things. The ironic
Yeah.
part is,
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
removed myself a lot from the technical. Pretty much like necessary for us to grow.
Right.
But you know, of course, like I wouldn't consider myself technical, but I'm like savvy enough to do pretty much anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to take too much of your time, but one thing I also wanted to share is, I think I did mention my uncle is a well-connected man. Everybody's trying to break into tech, so he keeps introducing a variety of people to me, and I would say I'm probably as equally tech savvy. And before, if you would ask me 2 years ago, I'd probably say you're talking to the wrong person. You're wasting your time at this point, right? But
Mhm.
then AI is around the corner. It'll practically tell you anything you want to know. So I can't say no. But at the end of the day, I'll figure it out.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, guys. Well, I'll talk to you guys next week. Again, shoot me DMs. Let me know
All
how
right.
things are going.
Thank you for your time. I'll see you guys both next week.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Take care.
Yeah.